I mean, we've lost like strategic geopolitical thinking over the last decades, and we are kind of reinventing this again. I think for now we still have a lot of not panic reactions, but we just react to things that are happening, and we need more long-term strategy and also trying to get the whole kind of population to understand why we are doing this investment. And for example, with Rearm Europe, I mean, you had this communication that 800 billion would go to defense. The majority of the population is not happy with this announcement. In Western Europe. I mean, in Eastern Europe, it's probably different. I think I would love to do like a study on how public opinion reacted to Rearm Europe. So it's not 800 billion from the EU that goes to defense, but people think that. So it's 150 in this safe instrument, which are not EU. It's actually a loan. And then you have 650 billion. That is kind of a fictional sum of an increase of defense spending of European states of about 1.5% in the upcoming years. And then we would have in total 650 billion. So I think the reaction that you saw, for example, in Belgium is really like a lot of opinion pieces in the paper, like, this is insane. We are spending 800 billion on defense. I was like, no, it's like this. We're also not making a sum of how much we spent on social welfare in all of these countries. And then say like, in this year, we spent so much in the EU on social spending or like on, and I don't think we should do that because it doesn't make sense to come up with this, I don't know, kind of sum of all this national expenditure. So I think in terms of strategic communication, we have a way better job to do so. And I think Rearm Europe definitely showed that. And also the NATO summit. I mean, the NATO summit, a lot of people and media were criticizing how it was just pleasing Trump. While, I mean, the story of Europe should have been, I mean, no, we have actually all the past governments in our countries have agreed on, in the whole process of NATO defense planning, on these new regional plans that require new capabilities that are divided among member states. And we have our own capability targets. And basically for every country, that means spending about 3% or 3.5%. Depending on your context, of course. And so that's why we have this 3.5%. And I mean, it's true that Trump came up with this 5% and that we had to find a way around that. But it's not like we don't need 3.5% to actually do what we agreed upon. So I think in that terms, like, Europe has a lot more to do in making this clear